Hey, I'm Eleanor, and welcome to this space. Today's Pickacard tarot reading is to help us restore balance, and so I've asked what we need to know or to do to bring back equilibrium to any area that's tipped too far in any one direction. So what do we need more of? What do we need less of? Stack 2 is the tsunami wake-up call. Stack 3 is the Milky Way perspective. Stack 3 is the cave sanctuary. Their timestamp below, and let's get to it. Okay, stack 1. Your affirmation for badass, it's affirmations for badass. It says, I can sit with really effing big feelings and still be okay. And then you have the Page of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. Wow. Okay, between two cups cards, big feelings in the affirmation, tsunami, which is a massive swell of water. There is a lot of emotions that are making waves. And it reminds me of one of those desk things with the water and the oil, and it kind of wobbles back and forth. Or like a boat in the middle of a stormy sea, and I get seasick thinking about it. So we need to restore balance to these seesawing emotions and find a way to stillness and peace of heart. So look to your body for clues how this is affecting you, because there's a sense that you might feel these feelings more in your body if it's been going on for a long time and you tuned it out. So it's like you can find ways to escape or disconnect from them, but they're still present and they're causing somatic consequences. So this is going to compound the effects of whatever kicked off the emotional roller coaster to begin with. So to begin to achieve balance, we're looking at physical homeostasis by changing something in your physical, material, daily habits. So what are the subtle signs that your body is sending you? Is your sleep disrupted? Is your weight being weird or changing? Your energy levels, appetite, tension, body aches, headaches, what else? Clumsiness, forgetfulness, fatigue, hair texture, like anything out of the ordinary. And we're not going to explore here the root of the emotional problem because I think you already know. This is coming up to remind you that you cannot outrun it forever. Plus, I think this is calling for grounding and anchoring before diving into the deep stuff anyway. So I'm hearing to reverse engineer. Like it might seem counterintuitive not to approach an emotional issue at the emotional base, but I'm seeing a need for concrete safety and taking care of the material situation being the first step to calming the emotions. So, I mean, see how that goat in that Knight of Pentacles is kind of like on this rock formation coming out of the body of water. It's more water, more feelings. So in order to have the strength and the fortitude to deal with the emotions, you can't have things like sleep deprivation, dehydration, wonky blood sugar, all of those physical things that add their own disruptive 2 cents to the brain chemistry mix. So they're calling for you to be kinder to yourself, to listen to what your heart is communicating to you by way of physical symptoms. And yes, eventually the emotional stuff will have to be processed, but establish rapport with the heart by taking care of the body, taking the body seriously, and responding so that the two aren't mixed up or creating further turbulence and feeding off of each other. So do that first, and then you can open that inner dialogue with your intuition and do the source work. So I hope that helps stack 1, and I will talk to you in the next one. All right, stack 1. Your affirmation for a badass. Hang on, I gotta put the cat down. Okay, affirmation for a badass. It's okay. Mistakes are just proof that you're trying and don't give up. All right, and then you have the Devil. You have the Knight of Swords and the 8 of Cups. Okay. So first off, there's no need to beat yourself up and add shame on top of guilt. So however you have gotten out of balance, it's common and everyone has done it at some point. Everyone's been through this. So sometimes the original issue, it gets blown out of proportion and compounded because of the story that we tell about it. It's like if you already feel a way about something, you don't have to also feel a way because of feeling a way. Having feelings on top of your feelings, judging yourself for feeling a certain way. Judgment upon judgment. Curiosity is going to serve you better here. So the way to restore balance is to focus forward and not behind. Lean into the what now, not what happened. And the truth shall set you free. I mean, with the devil and the page of swords, what else could I say there? Free to move forward with that 8 of cups. The truth is that no one is judging you. No one saw it, no one sees it, and no one cares. And I don't mean that in a bad way, like, oh, no one cares about you. That's not true at all. But that most people are more concerned with their own lives to notice where you might have gotten a little stuck and out of balance. It's kind of like you tripped and you got lucked out. No one saw it. No one's paying attention. So there's no need to draw attention to it. There is a need to detach from something to see the full picture. They're calling just for awareness. Objectivity is how you see the path forward. Now is the time to just course correct and keep moving. The more you stay in the stew, the more weight it puts into it, the deeper you sink on that side of the equation. So it's like you're sitting on one side of a set of scales and there's nothing to add to the other side. You just step off of it into the middle and then they equal out. So it's like something's not about you, and it's the making it about you that's causing the imbalance or making you feel worse than you have to. And I'm not trying to be harsh, but it's the not being about you that can be freeing. It's a reason not to blame yourself so harshly. It's not like, get over yourself, you're not that great. It's the, get over yourself, you're not that bad. So I feel like no one's judging you but you, which means that no one can let you off the hook besides you. So I hope that helps stack 2 and gives you a little bit of clarity. Thank you. All right, stack 3. The sanctuary, and your affirmation for a badass is inhale, exhale, and let that effing ish go. All right. So you have the Queen of Swords, the 7 of Swords, and the Knight of Swords. Wow, are you up in your head? Okay. Okay, so everything going on here is mental. It's a drama all going down on the stage of your mind and affecting communication. Actually, God, this is very similar to one that came out earlier this week. I don't remember which one. I'll look it up and I'll post it up here really quick. But it was like, it was stack 3 of whatever it was. Because it was the Queen of Swords after let go. These 2 cards came up, not this specific card, but it was another affirmation about letting go with the Queen of Swords. Really weird. Oh, it was your superpower. Superpower stack 3. I'm going to link it so you can go to it. So, because it's using your superpower of your sharp-minded discernment to sort out what is true and what is not true in the situation, and to discern what is really worth your concern and what isn't. So I see the imbalance stemming from not having made that cut yet and still putting mental energy into something that is no longer a threat. And there's something about the situation that you don't know, and whether or not it ever gets clarified, don't try to fill in the blanks yourself with guesswork and imagination. Unless you can compassionately put yourself into someone else's shoes to imagine it, just stick with the facts that you do know. And if you don't know the why behind those facts, just put I don't know there. Don't make something up. Your mind needs to be as safe a space as you can make it. Like, I understand intrusive thoughts, though. I totally get it. But you don't always get to just choose what comes in. So it could help to do something external to chill out your mind, like feathering your cave / sanctuary with calming colors, decluttering, cleaning, swapping out your artwork for something that you like better, rearranging your stuff for clearer energy flow, throw out old clothes that don't fit, like anything from the outside that is adding to the cacophony in your mind that can be cleansed out. Oh, old paperwork that needs to be shredded and current correspondence organized for easier access. There's a pile of papers bugging me here in this. I don't know. So look at how these swords are piercing the egg. Like, that's outside stuff piercing your boundaries, a breach of your sanctuary. So there is a need for process, for ceremony, something to slow you down and to center you. And with the Knight of Swords, maybe even a mantra, but there's an altar or a shrine. So this reminds me of how they say to only use your bedroom for sleep and sex, not TV, not work, not eating. Carve out physical space that trains your mind, like the shower, for instance. Instead of ruminating while you take a shower, let the water wash away the irrelevant and unactionable thoughts. So this can also be something that you find outdoors in nature. Whatever your mental sanctuary is, I can almost promise it is not digital. It's not your phone, it's not your device, it's not YouTube, Facebook. That's what you need sanctuary from in order to sort your thoughts. That's the source of the imbalance, overstimulation, and excessive input. So you need to be able to think straight. And also with that Seven of Swords and a discussion of social media, remember how highly curated it is. It's designed to reward drama and our worst impulses. It's designed to distract you. It's designed to influence how you think. So the Knight of Swords, talk to real people if isolation is a problem, because social media exacerbates it while masking it. So get you some mental breathing room. I mean, that's not a cure-all, but it's going to reduce the input so that you can at least start to restore balance. Turn off the tap that's keeping things out of balance. Okay, Stack 3, I hope that makes some sense, and I will talk to you in the next one. Thank you.